after these messages.
Swanson announces new three-course frozen dinners, the most complete frozen meal ever put in a single package. Complete from soup to dessert. It's the new Swanson.
Hey, it's Saturday night. We're live. Sorry I put you guys through that twice. Just in case you don't know, my name's Clay Sisk. I'm a cartoonist, and I currently have a Indiegogo campaign going on for my comic book, Professor Herbert and Geo Adventures. Let's take a look at that campaign. Alrighty, hold on 1 second. I'm new to all this YouTube stuff, so give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is my campaign for my comic book, Professor Herbert and Geo Adventures #1. It's the adventures of Professor Herbert Blurb and his best friend Geo. The campaign's kind of struggling right now. We have 2 backers and we have 33 days left. I'd love to get some more eyes on this. I'd really love to get this comic book launched. It'll be my company, Funny Pictures Comics. This will be our first title. And I've got a lot of stories to tell with these guys. I love these characters, and I know you will too. If you like cartoony books like Ren and Stimpy and Duckman and let's see what we got here, like Gru the Destroyer and Angel and the Ape, and if you just really grew up watching Cartoon Network, these are those vibes. Especially like Ren and Stimpy. It's almost like an all ages comic, but with an edge. There's a little undertone, a little edge to it. So let's look through some of the campaign options here. I call this my Keep It Simple campaign. Tier 1 is just the book. 40 pages, full color, front to back. It looks great. It's basically done. I just need to get it printed. I just need your help to get it into... I need your help to get it into your hands. So like I said, it's the Keep It Simple campaign. Tier 1 is just the book. And Tier 2 is the book and a 10-piece trading card set. Full color trading cards. You get 9 collector's cards and 1 original hand-drawn sketch card done by me. And the mega package is the book, the 10-piece trading cards, which has the 1 hand-drawn sketch card, and you get a sketch cover, original sketch cover. So that's the best deal. I had some other ideas, but I kind of just wanted to keep it simple. But yeah, if you would consider backing the campaign, that would be excellent. I know if I can get this out there, I know everybody would love it. I believe in these characters. I believe in this project. I just need to convince everybody else, to back it. But enough of that. So like I said, tonight we are watching... Of course, I've dabbled in making films. It's kind of just another extension of being an artist. Let's see here. Let me pull the page up. You can watch all my films online, but it's kind of fun if you watch them with us tonight because you kind of get the director's commentary. And my friend Robert will be joining us soon. He's in the film. He's in all my films, but he is in the film tonight, and I'm sure you are anxious to get his thoughts and comments about making the film. So here's my website, StudioSiskart.com. Hold on 1 second. So you can here's my no budget horror films. We've got Box, which we're gonna watch tonight, and plus I have an anthology about a fictional motel called the Palms Motel, and I've done 3 of those, which I have an idea for a 4th one, but I don't know if I'll have the energy to do it soon. Maybe. And then I have 2 documentaries, and if you're into comics, I think you'll really love Now, my low budget films, they were kind of made for fun. There's no money at all. These were made for nothing. But you can see there's some passion there. You can see, I think if you watch them enough, you can kind of get what we were trying to get at. But my documentaries, I'm very proud of. I have one that is Pages, Panels, and Beyond. It's about local comic book artists and comic book culture in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm very proud of that one. It's really good. And then also in Kentucky, I followed the Derby City Roller Girls. That is their roller derby team there, and I hung out with them for months and shot this documentary. And I think even if you're not really into roller derby or you never thought you would be, I really think you'll like it. And if you like Box tonight, consider giving these a try. I'm very proud of these. Maybe we'll watch these one of these nights. I don't know, but tonight we have the no budget horror classic Box. So let's see, we're gonna get my friend in here. Let's see, I'm sure he'll be anxious to talk about his contribution to the film. Send him the link here. He plays Detective DeSanto in the film, and he's investigating the disappearance of... well, I don't want to spoil it. I'll let you see it. So we'll get him in here in a minute, and then we'll start the film. I guess I'll give you time to make some popcorn or something. Let's see. Yeah, these are, this will be great. I remember a lot about making it. I don't know. Hopefully Robert will too. Wait for him to come in here and then we'll get the movie going. Yeah, if this goes over well, I'd like to do this with maybe not all the time, but maybe we can take a look at Motel 1, 2, and 3 eventually. Yeah, it's good times. As soon as we get Robert in here, we'll get the film going. So, how's everybody's weekend? Everybody doing okay? Yeah, we streamed last night, late last night, for another late night in the Texas Outback. Just talking about stuff, so. Saturday's always a good night for a cheesy horror film. But yeah, like I was saying, my comic, if you like the old cartoony books like I do, I mean, I like superhero books too, but I really love these adaptations of these cartoons, like Ren and Stimpy comics, Angel and the Ape, like Gru, Gru. See, I've got some Grus here. Got my comic book rack right here. Yeah, I have so many Grus. Yeah, but I really love this stuff, and this is kind of what I was trying to emulate. It's just Professor Herbert and Geo Adventures is just a fun comic. No political BS. It's just entertaining from beginning to end. I think you'll really love the characters, and I really believe. I know the campaign's not doing too good right now, but I really do believe in the characters in the project, and I'm determined. I'm gonna keep trying. See, have you even got one of the shirts? I mean, I wouldn't wear that if I wasn't proud. All right, somebody's knocking at the door. Let's see who it is.
Long live the fighters!
Son, what you have stolen from me?
Return my damn map.
What?
I said, return my damn map.
I know. Hey, I noticed your lighting there.
What about it?
It looks good.
Like, cool.
You didn't have that going on last night.
It changes.
I like it.
Because I got it's two different colored lights back there. But
I like it.
It's depending on how the camera is set, it changes. It sees the colors different. Like,
right.
It can be blue and like it's blue and red, but it comes out like
really?
Like a mauve and
yeah, it's weird.
Baby blue or something.
Uh-huh.
So it has to do with the sensors in the camera. It's like never what you're actually looking at until you get on screen, and then it's something totally different. So
right.
Like the other day I had it and I was messing with it, and the other camera I have picked up everything as super pink and violet. So it looked like a totally gay background.
Oh my God.
It was the total EVS, what does he call it?
Like the every comic book cover now?
No,
recently?
yeah. The
ambiguous, the gay lighting.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that'll
well, it looks good. You might maybe need some like wall art back there or something, but other than that, looks good.
Yeah, well, I had been messing around with the green screen too, but it does take quite a bit of. It can heat your laptop up. If you just working up a laptop.
Just put some of your artwork back there.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I had the green screen. You can superimpose logos and whatever.
I thought about that.
Worked pretty good, but it's kind of one of those things too, because if you're on somebody's stream, you're in one of these little boxes. So what are you really seeing?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a lot of work for kind of minimal return on that. So it just depends.
True.
But I could see definitely having like you would have your little film man logo like over the left shoulder or two different logos on either side. That's what I did. But like I said, I messed with the green screen. I just went to the store in Walmart and just bought that lime green color.
Oh yeah, that's all you have to do.
Back there, it worked pretty damn good.
Oh yeah.
The only problem is any wind or anything. If it moves, then it starts to mess with it. So your best bet is getting one of those pull down screens or the ones that go up.
Yeah.
That it's much, it would be much less problems, and that way
you know those science boards.
Yeah.
I think you can just get a blue one and probably do the same thing.
Yeah,
I don't think it has to be green.
Yeah, it depends. You have to have I don't know about StreamYard anymore, but I use Melon. I would highly recommend check out Melon before you re-up on your StreamYard, because everything that I see on Melon, it's got a lot more capabilities.
Interesting.
And it's in I think it's StreamYard. I think it's in conjunction with like StreamYard, because StreamYard's where I found it.
I have no idea.
I don't think they own it or anything, but they were just like a companion with that, because you can bring in StreamYard's element type stuff into there, like the alerts and things like that. And so you can have alert. You can have like how you see alerts on Twitch, right? You can do that on YouTube with something like that.
Cool.
And I know a lot of the like restreams they're doing a lot of different other things too. One of the things I like about that Melon, it has I think it's still in beta, but I think it's usable, and they have like a teleprompter, and so you can write your script. So say you're doing something, and you have either a script or you have points that you want to remember. And if you got it up on your screen, like I got a big screen up here, and you're talking and you got your elements that you're discussing, and you can just have that scrolling to hit your points, and it'll teleprompter it for you.
That's
I haven't used it, but it's a good idea. Yeah, it's interesting. So
are you ready for movie night?
Man, I ain't gonna remember shit.
You were in this film. You played Detective DeSanto. I forgot your first name.
I have no clue.
What do you remember about the film, making the film?
I remember pain and suffering and trauma.
Yeah, that's what all of these are like. Okay, so let's set the stage here. I made my first film, Subject Zero. You were, you also played a secret agent. Oh God, Mott's, right?
I think so.
There was Karen Cinco, and you played. What was your first name?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that was a classic. Maybe we'll watch that one of these days.
You
So
made,
then,
you should have made notes, man.
What?
I said you should have made notes.
Shit.
Can you hear me? Is it loud enough, or do I need to raise?
Yeah,
this
you're
up?
fine. You're fine. So then we made. So we did Subject Zero, and that was a big hit locally. And then everybody came out of the woodwork and wanted to make films. And then I took a break to write another script, and then we made Vampire Brides of Midland. You were in that too. You're a huge star in all these movies.
Jeez.
I mean, you're the good luck charm. You're in all of these, man. So then I was going to direct the sequel to the Vampire Brides of Midland was going to be a trilogy. There was going to be the Werewolf of Midland, and then the Invisible Man of Midland. And I worked my ass off on the Werewolf of Midland. We did so much pre-production on it. I rewrote the script, and it was underway. And then, as usual, there was internal drama, and that film just collapsed and burned to the ground.
Yeah.
So-
The everything that was happening throughout the other shit was
Oh God.
finally culminated in the stoppage.
I wish we had finished it because I think it would have been a cool trilogy. So out of the ashes of Werewolf of Midland came Box.
And a year later?
I
Something
don't
like
these
that.
we were cranking these out pretty good.
Yeah, but it was a while because everybody left and everybody separated.
Yeah.
It was
See, I
about
didn't
at
remember
least
that.
6 months to a year. Had to be
Yeah. So I wanted to do an epic
because I wasn't at that. Well,
what?
let's see. Yeah, because I had that studio thing, that office space.
Oh yeah.
So
when
I
I
hadn't
saw
had that
The
very
Office is what gave me the idea to make the movie. So so yeah, out of the ashes of Werewolf
You were
Midland.
using me.
No. Rose Box
You're my office space.
yeah. Well, that's what you got to do. I mean, you see something, you're like, shit, I can write a whole movie around this building.
Well, and then we forget, what you should play is you should play those ones we did, the short ones, the Maniac.
Oh,
remember?
Trespassers?
No, the short ones. Remember we did those short ones back there in the back?
Oh, Crazy Bastard.
Yeah, Crazy Bastard.
I got to find those. Yeah.
Then we did
Yeah.
a couple of them.
Yeah, so just just so people know, there was a time when there was a group of us.
There was
And we were-
a fantastic, perfect,
Oh
creative
my God.
mesh of minds and attributes. And
Yeah, you could call me at midnight, and I could call you at 1 a.m, and we could put something together, and then by the next night, we could start filming something. I mean, it was like perfect, and everybody did their part. To everybody was of the same mind, same motivation, did their part to get the thing done, and then we moved on to the next thing. There were no, I don't really remember, too many egos, or it seemed like everybody was in perfect synchronization. So
yeah,
I was big into the crazy. I was going through my Italian horror sanatorium phase. And I was like, I want to write like an insane asylum film. And I want to do my epic horror film with puppets and shit like that. So then here's Box. And let me just say, I mean, like I said before, you were in everything. You're like the poor man's, what's that guy's name?
Danny Aiello.
No, he's in Exorcist 3. What's his name?
Uh, oh, you talking about the priest?
No, the detective in Exorcist 3.
Oh,
He was in the.
oh, yeah, okay. George C. Scott.
You're the poor man's George C. Scott. So
The
okay,
overact-
you had a starring role in The Trespassers, the Crazy Bastard trailer. You were Detective Special Agent Motts. What was your Seymour? There was Kieran Cinco. I don't know. Motts. Then you were Detective DeSanto in Box. Then you were Crazy Guy number 3 in Motel. And then you were supposed to play I think your best role would have been Lester Farducci, crime lord Lester Farducci, in
Crime Lord.
The Werewolf of Midland. Oh man, it would have been good.
Ironically, the more people we got in is where I think that's when, all it takes is a few more people. You get a few more personalities vying for control, and it's
Well, we also had
not
that.
necessarily control, but attention.
Well, we were like the film Mafia, and remember, other people were. I don't want to name any names or anything, but other
No,
people were
yeah.
like starting to come out, like taking our
Yeah.
actors and stuff. And I was like, no.
I finally have made peace with all those
Oof.
memories, and I care not to.
Now I know I was
Yes.
living in another state when I made Motel 2 and 3, so you weren't in those. You would have been. I would hope you would have been, but I was living in another state, and there's something very depressing about. I have a love-hate relationship with these films. When I think of the idea and when I start writing them, I'm like, it all feels good, and then when you go to make it, and there's no money, and there's no time, and there's it's very depressing. It really makes me depressed. I don't know why. I didn't have that problem with the documentaries.
And that brings in how I see it. That brings in the bad, wild element of egos, because there is no money, nobody's being paid.
It's nothing.
Generally, except for the first motel that we did, and so everybody is there in a capacity of they could walk off and not come back the next day.
True.
And there's nothing you can
Well,
do
that
about
actually happened in Motel 2. Have you watched those?
Yeah.
Motel 2, the bald guy, Ruben Stiles? That was his name, Ruben.
Kidding?
He's the bald guy. Nothing against him or anything, but he filmed the entire whole night. He filmed the whole night, and then the next day he just was like, I don't want to do it anymore. So I had to kill him off in the film.
Jeez.
It's so freaking depressing. But anyways, now the Motel anthology, I actually wrote. If you think of the Motel anthology like a Netflix series, I don't know if I've even told you this. I actually wrote 3 episodes of that. And the first episode and the last episode will actually connect.
I think he did.
I think it would be freaking awesome. Now, like I said, that's in the script writing stage, and it's all, flowers and unicorns and sky's the limit. But yeah, that I don't know. I don't know what I could do.
It's like I've said before. I mean, and how we're now in this Indiegogo stage of trying to get ideas out and backing and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And especially what are we, 13 years older, somewhere in that area, 14 or 15
I'm
years.
thinking 15.
So it comes down to where you're going to put your money at,
Yeah.
and those ideas that you have, they're to film. That's the passion, but in my eyes, it's your best your best bet is to draw them, make them
Yeah, true.
keep building your audience, and those are things that people will pick up. If I ever do write something eventually for a comic form, I wouldn't draw it. I would definitely have other people do it, but I don't think I would do it like a lot of the comic skate is doing. I would do it like kind of like Graham Nolan's doing it, individual vignettes, which is exactly what you're talking about with Motel.
Yeah.
You have your story. Your story begins and it ends with that issue, and that way, it to me it brings confidence in that nobody has to wait for that next issue, which right now the average comic skate is a year and a half away for the next the next if it's a continuation, and that's real hard to sell, especially for somebody who's new that's not a name from DC or Marvel.
Yeah.
But if you start doing stories that are self-contained, then all somebody has to worry about is making sure that you complete the project and deliver, that piece, because everything's there. Once they receive it, everything is in that book. And then, if you do it right, you can have other stories that then link into everything else without having to be compromised by a continuation episodic issue.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to share the scripts with you one of these nights.
And you have so many ideas and stories and stuff that you fleshed out and stuff. A good example is Mandy. I mean, look how much stuff she has put out.
Yeah, no,
she's she's a writer, and and she's only been doing this for a couple of years.
Not too long, yeah.
And she did Wart the Wizard. She drew that first one, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she drew the first one.
I didn't know she did that.
I believe, and which it was. She can, do it was okay. What I saw, and but then she got the English guy. Now I can't remember his name right off the hand. To come in, and he's been working with her on a bunch of different ones, which and then led to a couple of the other guys, and now she's working with freaking Keown. Jeez.
I need to go through and watch her old videos. I really haven't.
Talk about a move up and a.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
To work with somebody like that, it's insane.
Yeah, because I had the Motel anthology starts out in the Korean War, and you have Travis Dabble, who is he's the guy that eventually built the hotel. So him and his buddy are talking about, what are they going to do after the war? So in the grand scheme, there's an overarching story, and then in between that is a million other little stories that happen at the hotel. So eventually, in the end, he ends up making a deal with the devil to give him the resources to build the hotel. Okay. Yeah. And then at the end, he has to, there's going to be, the devil's going to come wanting his part of the deal back, Yeah. But yeah, I thought it'd make a great Netflix series or something.
Yeah, but it's you like I said, those stories, and even the originals with Box. With Box, and then because I could see Box actually being part of Motel, sort of being maybe a how an office space that was next to the motel or something that.
That's
evil
very
bled
easy to.
The evil bled over into this area or something, or you could put that into the Motel universe very easily, bringing it into a comic form.
Well, I actually I wrote a film called Night Flight.
Wait a minute, that's very exciting when I think about it. That's something I would buy.
Yeah, we need to have a private meeting and like I need to throw these ideas at you. I actually wrote a film called Night Flight.
Yeah, you told me about that.
It was about
you were supposed to send me the script on it and never did. You forgot.
I did?
I think so.
Well, it's about a guy who gets out of prison and his father calls him one night and is like, "Hey, you've got to go over to this guy's house and get this painting that I lost in a poker game." So, to go get the painting and get it to his dad. His dad is at the Palms Motel. He's in a hospital bed. It's all freaked up. He's in a hospital bed with a nurse and everything. And his mission is to get that painting and take it to his dad. And it's the whole night. It's one night, but the whole night is like all these obstacles he has to overcome to get the painting and get it to his dad.
You say that about the him being in the hospital bed and a nurse and all that. You know what image pops up in my head?
Well, I'm probably thinking the same thing.
An old movie, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was about I think maybe it was called Legacy or something like that. It's old, like a '78 movie maybe, and it was about I think it was about a woman, and there was an inheritance or something. And she goes to this mansion, and I think it's a female, and or her and her husband or something like that. And a bunch of weird stuff happens and whatnot. It turns out that, there's a room in the mansion, and in the room is all this, like, it looks like newer type stuff, and it's all medical, and there's a bed, and you can't see who's in the bed.
Yeah, see, that's,
and all you see is the hand when she goes in there, and,
exactly.
And all you do is see is the hand come out and grab her hand. I think he puts the ring on her finger.
Wait a minute, that sounds really familiar.
Legacy or something like. It's about inheritance.
When you said that, oh my God, I gotta find that.
I can't remember if it's a woman. I think it's a man.
This image just went right into my head when you said that.
Yeah, he's like a witch or
Yeah.
something to do with some kind of supernatural. Huh?
Is he actually like the devil or something?
No, I think he like has something to do with something.
A
curse. It's like a curse. It's like the family has a curse on it. But she
but the way they filmed it, it's like super creepy.
Yeah, she doesn't know that she's part of this family.
Right. God, that sounds familiar.
Until she gets the inheritance. I believe that's what it has something to do with inheritance, or I think it's called like leg. I'm gonna have to Google this.
I have to find it. Yeah, I have this image in my mind, and if I'm right, I think we're thinking about the same thing.
For a long time. And very a hugely slow burning type of movie. It's not action packed or like that.
Because if I'm thinking about the image that's in my mind, it stuck with me for since I was a kid.
And that's exactly what popped in my head when you said that.
Yes.
Because like I said, that image has always. They showed it in the trailer. You see the hand. I think that's in the trailer. The hand coming out. Yeah. It's all old, like burnt and stuff or something.
Because he wants to bond with his dad. Like he's out of prison. His dad's dying and stuff, and his dad's not interested. He's like, I just need the painting. And even the nurse steps in and pulls a gun on him and is like, no, you got to go. It's all twisted.
Yeah. Let me see if this is it. No, that's not it.
I couldn't tell you who was in that movie or anything.
1978. This is 1978. So let me see real quick.
Yeah, but I have not thought about that until this exact night when you said that. I'm like, I know I've seen that.
I think this is it.
Somewhere in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. Go to YouTube and type in the Legacy 1978. I would do it, but I for some reason we're gonna have to work on this audio deal because I don't even know if what I played yesterday. You said you could hear it, but it should have been coming out of the browser, and I never could hear it. So I don't know if it played or not. There it is up top.
Oh shit! Here,
play the trailer.
Are we gonna get in trouble?
No, I doubt it.
Can you have it? Let me know if the volume's not good.
Did you share the audio? I don't think you did. You got to click that little thing
What?
when you share. When you go to share, exit out of the share. Go out of your share window.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exit out of your share. The window you're sharing. Now, when you go with the share, at the on the lower left-hand corner, there's a little box that says "Play Audio."
I'm not seeing that. You can't hear it?
Like when you put share. So like I hit share and it said share screen, and then you say share screen, and you can choose your screen. Like you can choose the entire screen, Windows. Down on the left-hand corner, at the very bottom, it says share system audio, and you have to click that. That's what whenever you see the guys on Comicsgate and they're always bitching about that, that's what they're talking about.
I'm not
And if you don't click that, you can't do audio. Did you see
you
it?
can't hear that.
No, you have to click that share audio.
I don't have that option.
You have to go out of your share. Okay.
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 There we
Now
go.
you see the button at the bottom. It says
Share.
share, and then you'll have windows that you can select.
It says share screen. Okay, there's
Yeah.
the window I want.
Okay. Now do you see at the very bottom, at the corner on that gray screen, that little window at the very left-hand corner, there's a share audio.
Uh-uh.
It
Swear to
has
God.
be
I swear to God I don't have that. I swear to God.
You have to. That's how everybody shares audio on StreamYard. Yeah, because if you don't do that, nobody will hear what you're playing.
You can't hear this.
No. You have to have that share audio clicked. It's a screen when the screen.
Do I need to mute my mic?
No. The window. The window. Okay, are you getting the window that has where you can select which screen that you're sharing? Well, you just took everybody off.
Okay.
When you go to share your screen, is there a window that pops up that has all the windows? Like, do you have two monitors or one?
I'm on one right now. So, okay, it goes share, and then it goes... Shit, hang on. Share screen, and then I have entire screen, window, or Chrome
Okay, look in the corner. Look down the lower left-hand corner. There's
okay. I see what you're doing. Well, this is different than... This is sharing a tab, then. Okay. Instead of a window.
You have to click that share audio, or you will not.
Okay.
It will not share audio.
So window, you're just going to see the visuals. Okay. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
All right. Right there, right? Okay.
Now it should
Learn
it should
something
play.
new. You taught me something new. Okay. Let me know if it's too loud.
I don't know why they have it there so small. They all do it just like that, same small like that. It needs to be
It seems
red.
like you would just have it in one thing.
Yeah, it should be blinking or something, and they don't. They put it over in the corner, and everybody forgets about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know this. You taught me
let's see if it
something new.
plays.
Okay. Just let me know. Stupid cat. Crazy cat.
Different eye colors. Yeah, I can hear it.
Is it good?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Why do I not own this movie?
Yeah, I need it too.
Why have we not watched this movie?
See I think we should,
Jason Mounthauer is a man with many friends.
Jason will give you such a
Hey, pause it for a second.
Each he has given anything.
He will fulfill it.
I was going to tell you that's one of the ideas that I had, because other people are doing it. I mean, I didn't get it from them. I've been thinking about this for a while. We should do, like Battlestar Galactica or Babylon 5, and watch each episode. Just go on through once a week or twice a week, whatever, because we could do an hour and a half real easy. Because I think we've both seen all of those, right?
Oh yeah.
Babylon and Battlestar.
I have not seen. I've barely watched any Babylon 5.
Okay, so we could do that. Would be almost new for you.
Yeah.
And we could discuss that in 45 minutes, because those episodes are 45 to 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And And in there, see, all this is just avenues, not entertainment for people, but just for you to be able to share your campaigns. Like,
True. Yeah.
you know, just like what they're doing in Comicsgate with the news and with reading those culture articles and stuff, which I'm not super big on. Kind of bores me after a while.
But we got to have something to talk about.
Yeah, but you got to have something to say, you know, so I understand it. But when you hear it all day long, like I listen to Geeks and Gamers and I listen to a couple other people, and by the time I hear it from them or something, I already know.
Oh yeah, it's like the fifth interpretation of the thing. Me too, man.
Which is why Ethan does like the weird voices, and he tries to make it funny. And
well, I work at home, so all day I don't listen to music. I listen to talk.
Yeah, so
okay, let's check this out.
So we should do that.
Every whim
and everything
every fancy
they've ever desired.
every dream.
Also, remember, if you want to stay away from being struck, pause it every 5 minutes or something, a couple of minutes.
Trust.
It's only a minute. So.
Now they've been reunited for one last time.
I love that narrator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's.
Each to receive.
I wish I could do that. Oh shit, cross
The
mode.
legacy.
That cat has two different colored eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. It has two different eyes.
Nothing good's gonna come out of that. I think that guy with the mustache.
Oh, and that's Pete Town. What is his name? Not Pete, but
that is.
Is that Pete from?
Yes.
Who? Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, but I mean, this right here. That is etched in my mind.
See, I told you.
But I have not thought about this. Is etched in my mind for some reason, but I have not thought about this until tonight. That
it has stayed with me since I was a kid.
Oh my god!
1978.
I know, me too.
From this very trailer. From this very trailer right here.
Yeah, I probably caught it as a kid, being up too late, and got scared or something. This is surreal.
My power, my knowledge,
I think he's the devil.
my estate.
Who is it?
6 have come to claim his
he's
inheritance.
the matriarchy of the. She's the
come.
matriarchy of the house. She's the final.
5
She's going to
discover
pass
the lifeless
on
body.
the.
4 watch
everything.
in horror as another dies. Then there were 3.
Huh? Oh,
And all
shit.
these people die. Family.
Only
They're
one
not
can
worthy.
receive the legacy.
Yeah, this
It's
right
her.
here.
Right.
He's.
See?
I'm telling you, he's Satan or something.
And there's the ring. No, he's in league. He's like a witch or whatever. But
Catherine Ross.
curse.
Sam Elliott.
Oh, I
That's
forgot
Sam Elliott?
Elliott. That doesn't even look like him.
I thought that was somebody else.
Me too.
I was about to say this guy's in like everything, but I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah, without the white mustache, it just doesn't even
And
look like.
Roger Daltrey.
Oh,
Daltrey,
Roger
yeah.
Daltrey. Yeah.
Yeah.
The legacy. A birthright of living death.
Okay, I'm gonna
Who directed
order
that? Screenplay.
Richard Marquand. Do you know who that is?
No.
He directed Return of the Jedi.
Really?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Richard Marquand. He directed Return of the Jedi.
Wow.
I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. I have no idea why I have not seen this
Probably
recently.
get it for $10 or something.
I'm going to buy this.
Yeah, it's atmospheric. Like I said, it's a slow build and stuff, but it has its aesthetic.
Because I remember as a kid, that bed freaked me out. And I was like, there's all that machinery and shit or whatever it is.
And I hated doctors and medical stuff, so
Yes.
it's like a perfect, fear porn, I guess you might say.
Oh my god, you can get it for $9.99.
Yeah, I told you it'd be like $10.
I'm buying it. I'm gonna buy it right now.
Make sure there's not a special edition or something, because sometimes there are.
Well, that's widescreen, no frills is $9. That's the only one they have.
Okay, well, I'm surprised it's even widescreen.
I'm shocked they even have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm buying it. I don't know why we haven't watched this one night. Oh my
Well,
god.
I think that's something we should do is start watching. We don't show it. We just talk about it, and then like afterwards, you can take it down and then put inserts at certain points. Like if we talk about something, you can put the picture depicting, and that way you don't get copy struck, or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that, and then you can put it back. You can re-upload it with those cards in there to illustrate and make it a little more interesting. You know, I can see
Yeah,
all
there
your
it is.
stuff. I can see
Yeah.
your stuff.
There it is right there.
Blu-ray. What? Blu-ray 69? What did that say? The Blu-rays?
What?
How much? Did that say what I thought it said?
No.
It said Blu-ray.
Blu-ray $69.99.
$69. What the hell?
Well, it's that not Criterion edition, but this stuff.
Huh.
No, I wouldn't. I don't really need the
Wow.
Blu-ray.
Wow.
You on tape for $6.99?
Dang.
What? That's not even what that is. Yeah, there's Blu-ray right there for $14. Well, shit, I should have bought that.
I told you to check.
Frick.
Just cancel it. If you cancel it like right now, it won't even go through.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, just cancel it.
It doesn't have anything on it. Crap.
The only thing is, it might be higher quality. But you know, for us, I like the old grain.
I've never heard anybody
It's not
talk
an old
about
movie
this
without
movie
the grain.
or anything ever. Like, that is crazy.
To me, that's a classic scene that gets forgotten about whenever they do.
That is so weird. I have not thought about that until tonight.
Sections, scenes.
It's like a Total Recall moment. Seriously. So when did we make this movie? Box. 2012? I uploaded it on YouTube in 2016, but that's not when we made it. Hell, I don't remember.
See, we were still at the paper, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I could... Was it 2006?
I'm thinking it was.
I don't know who did this. Okay.
Yeah.
Motel 2000. I don't know who did this. I did not do this. A box 2006. I don't know who does these things. I didn't fill this out. But this is about right. This is right.
Yeah, I don't think it was in 2012 because that was way too late. But
I maybe
because at that point now, 2008 was when I got laid off at the paper. So and you were already gone.
All right, well, let's get it started here. Feature presentation. Oh, shit. Hang on. I need to do that one thing you were telling me.
By the way, did you see what I was telling you about on Shudder?
Now, I've always followed the Gulag.
Did you see the Mad God? But this is the Mad God.
Yeah, it's different this year.
Yeah, it's the Mad God. It's the guy that did the Mad God, which I haven't seen yet. I've been trying to.
Oh, yeah, Phil Tippett.
So it's
That's cool.
little monsters come out up top. There's 2 layers, and they come out top and they hack at the pumpkin. You can't see what they're doing, and then when they get done, they turn it around and you can see the face. There's a jack-o'-lantern face, and then there's a door at the bottom, and every now and again the door opens and this monster comes out and yells at them at the top, and then these claws come out and they chop into the big pumpkin and they take it off, and then they bring another fresh one in. And then the monsters come, the zombies come out, and they start hacking their ghouls. And yeah, it's really cool. I've been watching it. So
I usually put it on in the background. I just haven't realized that it's already like October.
Yeah,
sneaking up on me.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Jesus.
It was bad. The other day I was trying to remember what we called all this stuff.
What do you mean?
The faucet film.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember what that was.
Fawcett Films died with Werewolf of Midland.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the name. I was like,
we all tried to separate.
I was so far from it, buried. It's buried in the
Oh, I know.
backyard. That
I haven't talked to these people in years. I have no idea.
nope.
Now, the music's good. It's a sign of quality right there. That's totally not a dollhouse painted. This is all real. I don't know if you remember. What was this guy's name?
I want to say Scott, but I'm not sure.
Okay, well, yeah, if anybody's watching this, don't get offended because we don't know. It's been a long time. But yeah, the surgical table, remember his head was on a pizza tray?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've died 3 or 4 times since this.
And then Blaine was in my shower at my house. Because that's like the world's smallest surgical room. There's like no room.
They're like on the edge on the wall.
It's like an airplane bathroom surgical room. Oh shit. Now, see that thing? I still have that.
Do you?
It needs a new battery, but it still works. It's out in my garage. He was good. I forgot his name, but he was good. Well, we'll see him in the end credits. He did really good. I think that was on like 1 take or 2 takes, wasn't it?
I think you did this. I don't think I was there this day.
No, you were there for the guy because we did that in the middle of Blaine's living room.
Oh,
he's laying on a pizza tray, a circular pizza tray.
I remember something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't there for this because Blaine just came over for like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
It was really fast.
Okay.
Oh, and then remember this guy right here was dating Kelly. And remember she was biting his hand. She was biting his hand as hard as she could to get him to react like that. So that's all real. Just a, director's commentary there. It's all real. And of course, everybody's wondering what the hell is all that about, but all will be revealed soon.
It would have been great if he woke up and it was still the tile in the back was still the same.
Yeah. And of course, this is your magnificent office complex that I could have written like 50 movies from.
The multiplex. It was like a maze of walls. We just switch around.
That was awesome. I love that place. That's totally not a dollhouse.
It would be a great place to like buy and just every room just make it a different thing,
I look at that. I think about that place, and I have good memories.
It had that perfect 70s.
Well, it was
business makeup,
It was almost sad, but it wasn't sad. I don't know what and it had a distinctive smell. It wasn't because of you. It was because of the office, and I remember.
I don't know what that smell was.
I know.
I don't know if it
was
carpet
like
or
carpet and sadness or something, or broken dreams.
That kind of smell. It was like it would be like if somebody spilled vinegar or something acidic, and it just lingered. And every year when it gets hot or something like that, moisture comes in, that it had that smell. But I can never place what that smell was.
I think about that probably once a month.
I've
thought about that place.
It was somewhere between
old tile and
like sweet tarts.
something
Something sour sweet. but almost chemically, but not.
You
It
know,
was
and I know you had like candles
weirdest
and
thing.
air freshener and stuff, but it didn't matter. No matter like
No.
whatever you did.
No,
Yeah,
it,
that
it
was
always it would
that was
always
surreal.
it would be like creepy. A creepy analogy would be more like a morgue,
Yeah, true.
like a smell of like antiseptic, but also cold and
Yeah.
like a dampness maybe, but then it had that sort of a sweet sour
Yeah, it was weird.
linger. It was
Yeah.
very weird, but if you thought about it, it was kind of spooky.
Yeah, it
You
would. When I would go over there and hang out with you, you know, there were every other occasion I was kind of spooked out towards the last 30 minutes I was there. You know, it started off okay, and then it's like, because remember you had that little refrigerator, and didn't you have a foosball table?
Yeah, it was all kinds of things.
It's like a half man cave.
There was no business whatsoever going on in that place.
And you know, and I drank that. I brought that damn low calorie Heineken over there. That smelled like cat food. Remember that?
Yeah.
That is just. I drove by there the other day, and I was wondering. I wonder who's in there now. They only knew.
Yeah.
So here's the doctor. He's walking around the perimeter of the asylum. And that was your... Yeah, I remember. I took a whole night and we painted that room in one of your office. We painted the medical gray and the flooring and shit.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty good though for what it was. Did you ever repaint that?
Yeah. Tried to. I'm sure
Sorry,
they had to.
I didn't mean to leave town without helping you. Sorry.
I'm sure they had to repaint it again because you just can't repaint green.
Yeah. Well, not one coat for sure.
Thinking about that after the fact, and yeah, it was.
I have that jacket. That jacket and all those tools and all that shit still out it's in a tote out in the garage. I saw it the other day.
I want to help you.
Blaine's accent goes from worse to really bad. There's Charlie. Now, and if people don't know this number right here, 404, is in every one of our films. And that's I still use that in Motel 2 and 3. You just have to find it. There's Easter eggs.
Shit, I forgot. What I had were there 3 rooms in there? That room, one further back, and then one on the other side.
Yeah, because behind Charlie, the guy with the bow tie, is a closet, and you had your DVDs in there. That was your DVD vault, remember?
Jeez.
And to the right was a room, and then to the left was windows, and I think you had them covered up with sheets or something.
Something, I remember.
We never shoot that way, though. Those damn orange-ass doors.
Charlie.
That's so bad.
But we gotta keep trying, right?
That's what you tell me, Doc. Is there anything you want me to do?
They almost look the same.
No, not.
Like they could be
Not
brothers.
today, Charlie.
Yeah. That would have been great if you did put that in there, that they were actually
Yeah, Doc?
brothers.
I know.
She was being a little unruly today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Everybody's doing that. They're popping their tongues at the end. I could not get it out of it.
We can't have that, now can we, Charlie?
No, we can't.
What do you want me to do?
Find Nurse Nelson. Have her give her 25 milligrams of Hydol.
I googled that. I hope that's the right thing to give somebody.
That should make her a little more...
The minimal research.
Got it, Doc.
Yeah, remember that?
Why did he choose to do the English/Australian accent?
Because it was evil guy.
Oh,
Because he would just sound like a bumpkin or something. But you know, remember that whole place had those nasty fluorescent lights. So that was like, remember we took the time to strategically hang a floodlight above them to get because if you notice back here, you got that other room and then the DVD vault. Of course, it's a vast asylum. We're only showing a few rooms in this vast asylum.
Yeah.
An orange door. God.
What was he doing in there?
I don't know. I didn't even want to know. The angst. It's frustrated. Where did we get that lamp? Was that yours?
Yeah, I still have that.
And I think this was the room you slept in, wasn't it?
I
Because
don't
it had
know.
a cot or something?
I'm not sure. I slept all over that place.
That is so... Yeah, there's some stolen office furniture from the paper. That was a desk I had, and I had to buy so many freaking glue sticks. That stuff stinks so bad. Or not glue, glow sticks.
Yeah, the glow sticks.
And it takes like... You don't realize that it takes like 4 glow sticks to get this much stuff into the vial. There's not a lot in one glow stick. So he's debating using the mysterious serum. Sweet. Blaine's clothes were always like 5 sizes too big for him because he was so small.
What's that noise?
That is sound design. It's supposed to be like people. Now, Tim Stover, I don't know if he still does music or sound design. But yeah, he did all the music and then did this entire sound design thing, which I probably used 2% of the actual stuff. And this is probably the best shot in the movie, this syringe right here. That was so awesome. He's really shooting it. What will it do?
Did you have the newer camera at this point that you had bought?
Okay, I shot the Subject Zero in the high 8. Then Blaine got a credit card at Best Buy.
Right. Okay, that's what it was.
And bought what we thought at the time was the cool freaking camera.
Right.
So of course I borrowed it for
That's
like 3
what it was.
months.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course now you have your cell phone has 50 times better than.
Yeah.
And I thought this was like high tech.
I like that Super 8 look.
Let me tell you. I have Subject Zero on a hard drive somewhere, and I watched that years ago, and it still looks better than this. Just something about it.
Something about that. Yeah, high 8.
Yeah.
That's why some people go back and use it just for fun. You know.
Sometimes I wish I still had that camera. Sometimes because who knows what you can do with it now. He's entering the dream world.
It's just hard to get the components.
Yeah, well,
as
nowadays
fairly
where there's no
film
ports on the back of your computer, I don't know how you'd get the video in there. Yeah. Here, he's entered the dream world.
But this is where I think all this stuff is really creative. I love all this.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was gonna shoot my fantasy horror epic. It's so stupid. Yeah,
but it works. I mean, the aesthetic of it is doing what has been done in 70s and 80s movies forever. But you did it with nothing.
I think it was an ass load of creativity for nothing. And all this was new. I didn't know how to do this shit till I had to do it.
You see this in 80s and 70s movies, but they had money.
Yeah.
They had editing bays and
right there, Blaine.
People.
Once again, Blaine's in his living room with a red light shining on him. All the rest of the stuff is Photoshop stuff and fog machine.
And I love this because it makes me think of Hellraiser.
Oh yeah. That was pretty cool. I like that. Of course, you have to put all the clues together, and everything will come together at the end. Jesus. I still have that puppet.
That's too bad you don't have the big ones.
Well, I'll tell you about the Nocturnal when we get to his scene.
Well, I think he told me already. Well, the ones you got left behind, I believe these.
Yeah, these are
Left
the Dream Keeper kind of guys, and I had up until 5 years ago, I had these 3 guys in the box with the puppet. Worked I carved wood for that damn box, and we moved, and I was totally burned out, and I just threw it away. I regret it. I wish I kept it.
You should never listen to yourself when you're.
No, what I got to do is just put it away. Oh my God.
Yeah. Like I said, pain and suffering.
Pretty much. People don't realize how much you suffer for this shit.
But see, I think, again, if you would have done this, but you would have done it almost entirely in this aesthetic with puppets.
Yeah.
Would have been a whole other thing.
Well, do you remember? Do you remember that me and Blaine got together and we were going to do it all green screen?
Yeah.
And we spent an entire freaking Sunday testing. Yep. I brought a bench into his living room. Remember that?
And if that would have been today, we could have done it.
Oh my God. Because we were going to do it. We were all inspired by Sky Captain, remember?
Right. Right.
And we spent that long-ass, depressing Sunday. And then I got the footage home, and I was like, I can't do this. Oh, my God. Remember we had all those multiple angles? That whole interview scene with you and him coming up? Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, like I said, if it would have been today, we could have done that. An average, above average laptop or desktop could do it.
Dude, I could turn my garage into a green screen studio, and we would be set.
Yep.
That's a pretty cool shot. What's happening?
But the one thing that really I think is beyond all the work you did and everything, if you watch this, you still know what's happening to an extent. Anybody that's watched old horror movies, you know what's going on here to an extent. Yeah. And that's something you didn't lose in what you were doing. In the end, it's still a story. It's still a better story than these SJW bullshit movies that are coming out.
Oh shit. Oh God.
That was when we almost got eaten by whatever was underneath that rock outcropping.
Yeah, because remember we went to the refuge. We went to the refuge and no one had lunch. We're like, we're gonna film this scene and then go eat.
It was the worst thing we could have done.
Yeah, everybody was so friggin' hungry by the end of that.
I am happy to note that
everybody was getting short-tempered.
Caverns at Devil's Peak have proven successful.
It's bad when Blaine gets short-tempered.
I am.
It's getting stressful.
Quite surprised at a discovery I have found in one of the caverns. I accidentally come across a.
Luckily, somebody was filming him when he made his discovery.
Box. I'm not sure what time.
I worked my ass off on that box. I should have kept it.
I cannot figure out what time period it is from or its use. It is adorned with 4 skulls on each side of the box and on the lid. I have yet.
That's totally not a TV tray for my house.
I'm not quite exactly sure what is inside of it.
Of course, I could just open it.
End of entry.
But do you remember when we looked underneath that area where we were at? There was some kind of creature underneath sitting there looking at us. We were all over that. We were all over that place, and whatever that was could have bit the shit out of it. I think it was like a badger or something.
Well, we were all, gayed up about getting the shot at any cost. Didn't really think about it.
It was already like all hunched back, and like in a protective, like don't come any closer.
That little cavern I went into, I would not do nowadays. I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. My God.
I have something for you.
I still have that doctor's jacket and it is tiny.
Really?
Like if I put that on, it would just rip apart. It's like baggy on him. That's how small he is. Oh shit!
And how did we get this, Kelly? Where did she come from? I forgot. Whose friend was she, or was she from college?
I don't know if you want to talk about that stuff.
No, I just don't remember who brought her in. Was it you that got her from? Like she came. I don't remember. I just was wondering where. I couldn't remember the other day. I think a while back I was like trying to remember where did we get?
Did we put out a?
I thought we put out an ad or something, or a thing at the college.
But where would we have put out an ad?
Not an ad, but a call. You know, one of those flyers or something. Maybe, I don't know.
No,
I just don't remember. I know it wasn't for.
Wait a minute. What was that?
No, Blaine didn't bring her in. I don't.
No, Blaine.
Maybe it was Ashley that did it. Did she bring her in?
No, because Ashley was pissed she wasn't that character.
Oh, right. That's right.
See, I want to be careful what we talk about.
That's right.
Yeah. No, Blaine only acted or provided creative stuff if I needed him to, because he was just acting. He wasn't. What was that social media site a bazillion years ago?
MySpace?
You remember?
MySpace?
Huh? Oh, it was
MySpace?
before MySpace. We were all on it. Bruce Smith was on it. Ashley was on it.
It was MySpace.
No, it wasn't. It was like Zbluz or something. It wasn't MySpace.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Remember? And my password,
I kind of think you know what you're talking about.
My profile name was Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, it was whatever that was, and Facebook. I mean, MySpace is what we were using.
Because for like a hot minute, that was going to be the thing everybody was on, and that is the only thing I can think of how
it was
we
like
found
Zazzle, but not Zazzle. Something.
Yeah, you're right. Something like that.
Something like that.
So yeah, remember she answered the call, and then we met her at a bar or something.
Yeah, something like that.
She was and then she was like, she was really good. I mean, she had like a different kind of energy than we all had. Yeah, so it was kind of refreshing.
Very hippie, dippy, free love.
But at this point, different factions within the creative team were brewing. So you and I were in the zone of getting the film done, and half people were looking on in disdain.
Yeah. On one of his many travels. And I want you to have it.
Well, how dainty. She's like 7 times bigger than he is. That jacket, I tried that jacket on not too long ago. That is tiny. His baggy on him.
This Farley little man in the big jacket, or big man in the little jacket.
I don't see how he wore that. Oh shit! She speaks. Bastard!
See, that was the other room.
Yeah.
So there was 3 rooms. The one we were filming.
I think we only used 2 in the
whole. Only wanted things to be better. Only wanted to make things right again.
And you can tell because of the orange doors.
Yep.
Those weird ass 70s style porno,
I wonder if they have fixed that.
Doors.
Yep. Yeah, you could easily shot porn here.
Only wanted things to be better. Only wanted to make things right again.
I still have this photo. And up until this house, this has always been in our bathroom.
Oh, God.
No one was having it this time.
Oh, really?
Yes. This has been a tradition.
Get outvoted?
Yep. I have it in the garage, but this has been in the bathroom at every place we've lived up until now.
You're looking at them when they're taking a shit.
Yep. The kids are like, they know this picture. They saw this. They'd be like, oh my God, that's the one that's in the bathroom all the time for a decade.
Oh my goodness.
the hell does phone come from?
People probably got the kids are probably like half the time they thought that was like great grand.
It's me looking like I could see disappointed.
Grandpa Schmeela.
Hey, I can't hear you. All right, there you go.
I said, it's like great grandpa Shylock is the
shit.
Shylock.
I have seriously. Yeah, this is something right here. This is probably the best shots in the movie. It was raining, and I was like, I was going home from work, and he was going home from work, and I was like, Blaine, I had this idea. Let's go out to the cemetery out here and film this. And you know, he was the only person in Wichita that had a fedora, so it easily lent itself to being like the past.
He's the only one.
Yeah, I'm like, he always talked about how he wanted to wear it, but it was like, yeah. I mean, I think nowadays you could probably get away with it, but
yeah.
And that's my trench coat. I don't know whose grave that is. It's still there today.
It's sacrilege.
Yeah. That's some good stuff.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was telling my niece about going out and doing ghost hunting at the cemetery.
This is that cemetery.
I know.
Remember? We went out there. Remember we went out there and that cop's like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all leave now.
Because they were knocking down stones back there.
But you know what? And I tell that story to this day. You know,
he could have got us. He could have got us for that.
Yeah. You know, you charged your like what were you using then? Like a digital recorder?
Yeah.
And I had my camera and stuff. And we got out there and all the batteries like died. Yeah. I still tell that story.
Oh,
all that shit was dead.
There's definitely something to EVPs and stuff. There's absolutely truth to that.
But this is that cemetery. I don't remember the name of it.
No one will ever get me to believe there's not something to that.
Oh no.
Especially when we went and did the stuff over at what's your face's house.
Here it is. This is my old iPod. Right here. My old generation.
Yep. I have
old
one of those.
iPod. Those are on here.
Yeah.
And I was listening. I remember it was one night I couldn't sleep, so I was listening to music. And you know, it advanced to the next track, and that shit came on. I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna charge it, and I'll get those off of there so you can hear them again. Do you remember them?
I remember. I haven't heard them in a long time, and
there are two. Yeah.
There was voices, dude.
There were two kids, and
yeah.
I have played that. Anytime I've played that for people, they freak out.
Yeah,
I got to get them off of there, though.
That's not the only one. There's more. There's other stuff on there.
Well, yeah. Remember, she had that. There's that one where we were talking about, and then it says "Daddy."
Then we found out that her kids were seeing other kids.
Oh God, I know.
Remember?
Yeah, and then we went out. They had that staff quarters.
Yeah.
And then in the distance, you can hear, "What about the children?"
Yeah.
It works. I just got to charge it. I'll get those off of there so you can hear them again.
I'm trying to help you.
Razor blade. No, Kelly was a good sport. I think her hair was greasy and oily and stuff for like a month.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely she brought it to the thing. There was never really any problem with her at all. I mean, that I remember.
No, it wasn't with her.
The stuff was when you weren't there. And,
yeah.
Well, you were there. You were there some of the time, but you know.
It seemed like it was always the stuff you told me when I was like doing something else or something.
Yeah, and but it was that faction type, you know.
Well, yeah, because
when you get certain people together and then they want to do things, you know, it's just a boil of emotions and play 20-something playing power play.
Well,
you know?
We abruptly shot down. Do you remember the fight scene between Werewolf of Midland?
Right.
I don't want to spoil the movie because no one's ever going to see it. But remember when the kid And his hang on, I think I have that footage on YouTube. When it's revealed that his uncle is a werewolf too. I wish you don't. I don't think you remember how much shit we shot for that.
Yeah,
dude.
I remember something about that. I just don't. Oh, dude.
We shot almost
So
an entire
much.
film.
Dude, we went out to the
Right here, look.
darkness. Out.
Look.
We were
I
out
can't
in
play the
places.
music.
We were out in places we shouldn't have been doing shit. We could have been murdered out in those weeds and shit.
But yeah, remember Blaine made that. Why is it showing up? Remember Blaine made that pizza, that light up pizza thing for the delivery thing. I mean, we worked our asses off. Yeah, and see, okay, I can't play any music though. And of course, this is the scene that happened in Vampire Brides of Midland that we took it from.
You can play it. It's not, but you're not going to get copy.
It would have been so good.
They will only claim your monetization, and you don't have any monetization, and you don't and you don't have any. You're not big enough of a.
These were going to be the opening credit. Well,
So
not
I
this.
don't
This is a
think you
montage of all the footage I had just so I could show it off. I forgot his name, but he was really good. That was Blaine's cousin.
If they do something, you can just cut it out, re-upload it.
Look at this shit. I did all that animation.
I can't see anything. You're not showing anything.
Oh, sorry,
You'll have
dude.
to
Hang
switch
on.
it over. And see, all of this is good. This is the stuff that you have to do, because like right now, oh my God,
Yeah, you're having now. It's all coming back, isn't it?
you wouldn't want to go say have Ethan put you on, or Mandy, even or anybody remote like Irene, because we're not on that level.
No.
Of professional.
Oh, no.
You would either lock up or so you got to be. All this is good stuff to do. Oh my God.
There were two of those.
He's getting angry.
But there were you were in one of them, remember?
Yeah.
What was that song to?
I don't remember, but I had the Ernie look. The eyes. Oh my God.
Okay.
Are you all alone?
This was
God,
this was the post-credit scene from Vampire Brides of Midland, where Vampire Brides of Midland, the girls went in there. Who did they pick up? You? Okay, you were in the bar with him, and then they picked you up and took you home. You and John Del Rio.
Yeah.
Okay, so the kid got left behind because he was kind of right.
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah.
He was hanging out with y'all, but he was a low man on the totem pole, so he got left behind. So
Oh
she
yeah,
comes up.
yeah. I forgot that his niece
So you're
nephew
like-
was in this.
Are you all alone?
So everybody's thinking, what the hell is this? Is this like another vampire?
You wanna come for a walk with me? You wanna come for a walk with me?
And then boom, she's a werewolf. Okay, so this is all a collection. This is a montage I did a bazillion years ago of just some footage. Because I kind of wanted to just make it and then put it to rest. Some of this stuff is... Like, this stuff is kind of from the opening credits. Of course, he wakes up the next night. And he's been bitten. It'd have been so good.
It has such a almost a Friends sort of feel to it.
And then I was gonna do it all in fucking split screen, so you have like the werewolf virus taking over. Oh my god. This is at the end. This is what was her name?
It's the end.
It was the end of many things. This is virtually, this is definitely literally the end. What was her name in the film? Oh shit. Not Stitch.
I don't remember.
Flick? What was her name?
Flick, something like that. Yeah, something. Yeah.
And she was a amateur fortune teller, and she worked for
Yeah.
Yeah, God, look at that shit. It'd have been so good. Yeah, she worked for Psychic Buddies, and I was her boss. I forgot her name. See, that's good stuff.
I feel bad. I feel bad that he didn't get to have his, you know.
He was such a good sport.
You know.
Yeah, I'm sure there was some resentment that was probably warranted. So this is, yeah, look at this shit. Because remember that Roy's Pizza Place or something in Holiday? Yeah. We were going to actually film in it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is good. Okay, that was his boss at Peppy Pirate's Pizza. But then it's revealed that he's a werewolf too. They were so... See, we took a whole fucking night and shot this fight scene. Look at that shit. Oh my God. This is right after your character, because I think Lester Farducci, your character, kidnapped her. He ended up saving her, and then you blew up in a car explosion or something. And this is them. Well, that's what would have... We didn't film it, but that's what would have happened. You would have died. I think you tried to get away, and the car blew up. So this is them hiding.
You know, this is my big mistake, and the thing that, like I said, I have to lay to rest on things that I did, you know, that I did wrong, and I wish I had done different. And I should have dipped out of this for the mere fact, just because of burnout. You know, I should have let somebody else, new blood, come in, even though I know everybody wanted me to do it and stuff, but somebody else should have done it from the very beginning.
Well, that's a good point, because
I should have just did what I wanted to do, which was just help.
Right.
And I was getting burned out and frustrated.
Yeah, you'd been in 3 of them at that point. But that brings up a good point, because people don't realize that this was basically another full-time job.
Yes.
Between the hustling and the meeting and the coordinating, it was basically another job.
Drinking
and you got to like woo everybody to like make friends with them to come over. Yeah.
So
virtually you can hear the ending like malt shut. See this shit right here?
Look,
oh my God.
Look good, you know.
Oh God. Look at that shit. God dang. I storyboarded all that and everything. God. Get ready. That was another. And see, that's them hiding as the police come, and you don't die, but you're in an explosion. They come and pick you up, and everybody's arrested, and he saves the day. There's me. I was because I would get onto her. She wasn't working. I ran the Psychic Buddies hotline. I was pretty good too.
I like how you would pop in just out of nowhere, like what was it? What was the show? The movie? The workplace. You know, with the guy with the stapler.
Oh yeah.
That was that whole feeling of the.
Yeah. And we're
gonna need you to work. We're gonna need you to work a little extra tonight.
And if you notice this, I stole your 2-finger pointing thing. So
oh yeah.
That I owe all that to you. So that has nothing to do with me. And remember, Blaine built these foam core fucking cubicles, and it was an entire evening of this shit. But yeah, I stole that. That's the 2-finger point. That t-shirt. See that thing? That lit up? Oh my God. Yeah, the 2-finger point.
This is Blaine's old car.
Look at that. See him jump in there? Anyways. Okay, back to this. Oh shit, hang on. I gotta share it.
Yeah. It's an experience. I mean, like I said, I'm glad I did all, you know, did all that stuff. But
because remember we shot all that news.
I think it would have finished. I think you would have finished, and like I said, I think you would have finished that, and maybe we would have gotten further, but
for what was going was half written.
For what was going on in my life, and plus all the other stuff, it was just becoming too much.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that it's about that time. Let's see. I think my dad was sick during that time too, or something. It was something like that.
I know.
How did you open that? Did she open it on the
fishing wire? I think you may have opened it.
Well, it was hitting pretty good because I didn't see it. Did we use dry ice or did we have a machine?
Blaine's fog machine.
That's right.
And Kelly always did this stuff in like 2 takes.
Yeah, I mean, she was great.
Everybody else had to have like 50 takes. She was good. Wasn't she like a theater major or something?
I think so.
Of course, if I made this movie now, everybody would have to be older. She's really young, but
yeah.
Jesus. That's you were the voice of Nocturno, by the way.
That's why I was laughing.
And God, it took me frickin' 2 weeks to make that damn puppet.
Please don't hurt me. Oh, what do you want from me? I just want to go home. Just to
so
go
good.
Home. I want to see this place.
No. Okay, here is the moment we've all been waiting for.
The sound of the can that I kicked, it sounded like it was freaking.
This is literally
like.
This is literally like an Italian horror film. And that is your suit that you wore in Subject Zero. And box. This is the only suit you had.
The nurse just told me I could find you.
Still got it.
What the heck is this thing?
I love this bit.
It's a watchtower.
Watchtower.
Watchtower? Hell, I didn't think anybody could escape from around here. Well, they don't.
Not anymore.
Is there something I can help you with?
So good.
I certainly hope so.
I hate my voice.
That asylum is out in the middle of nowhere.
Do you mind if I... Yes, please.
Now, I think... Weren't you guys...
Oh, my God.
You quit just looking at each other because you kept laughing?
Yeah.
I think when he's talking, you're not looking at him. When
we were thinking about...
If you've ever seen this man.
Oh, he's freaking starving. Oh, and that was one thing, is that we filmed this and the dad discovering the box. That was all in one day. So everybody was fucking hungry at this point.
Yeah, it was time. Everybody was thinking about hamburgers from that place up there in the mountain.
Yep.
They were good too.
Yeah.
No, detective. I've never seen this man before in my life. I'm sorry. I can't help you with the investigation.
Are you sure?
Whoa, Doc. Are you sure you don't know who this man is?
See, you're like the determined detective. You're gonna be like, dude, are you sure? I'm not convinced.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, I don't know who that is. Now, I don't exactly have a lot of time here. What is your point? His name is Daniel Ryden.
That's
His
so
family
good.
reported him missing almost a year ago.
Look at that shot composition and like the music and your delivery is so good in that shot.
Yes.
Like that would be in the trailer now if I recut a trailer.
I don't know who that is. Now, I
This right after he says this, I put that in the trailer. Right here.
His name is Daniel Ryan, and his family reported him missing almost a year ago.
Well, that's unfortunate, but what does that have to do with me?
We know.
See, there's that 2 finger.
We know.
Well, not that one. You do the 2 finger thing at the end.
Aren't you?
And I know when you had the big confrontation with Karen Cinco, you gave her that 2 finger thing. That's where it started. Like 1 finger is business, but 2 fingers is like it's serious.
Guess we all separated. I haven't heard from her quite some time. I don't even know what she is.
Well, because I can. Did you hear it? Of course. Why in the fuck would there be a can out in the middle of nowhere?
And you would have thought we would have cleared the area before.
Oh, we don't do that.
That's how freaking tired and hungry we were.
Here, listen to that.
Yes, we all separated.
Here it comes.
I haven't heard from her quite some time. I don't even know what she is.
Well,
50 acres of wilderness, and we picked the one spot that's a fucking can, and no one picks it up and just kicks it aside.
that was my next question.
That's so good.
Are you sure?
Damn.
Where she is
You're like,
now?
are you sure? I'm gonna move it a little bit closer and
No,
intimidate this guy.
She just left.
Now, right there, yeah, you're like, I think you have your eyes closed because we shot this like 50 times.
Behind, detective. I guess she did it for him. I have no idea why. And frankly, I don't care where she is.
That is so good. Look at your face. You're like, all right, you little fucker. I'll just let you get it out. Watch. Look at your face right here. Watch this.
I don't care where she is.
Damn. The intensity.
Okay. All right. But if you hear anything,
there's that 2 finger.
contact me immediately.
You gave him that 2 fingers in that business card, like, here, bitch. I know you're guilty. I'll get you eventually. Oh, that's so good.
Just call me 2 finger.
That's so good. I'm gonna put that in somewhere again. I'm gonna do that again. Those little man bitch fit. I'm gonna rip this up. Damn.
Oh God.
Tell you, man, you were good. You were good. You underestimate yourself. It's like a fucking funhouse. Well, he was supposed to be hearing. I conveyed it as like, okay, the pup. Of course, when the guy designed the sound, there was no puppet voice because none of that shit was even figured out yet. He's supposed to be hearing her talking to him, Nocturno.
You think I can help you tonight? Whoa.
Look at that face.
Yo, Doc. You think I can help you with tonight?
Charlie's always
Whoa.
popping out
Sorry,
of
I
nowhere.
didn't mean to scare you, Doc.
You startled me a little bit, Charlie.
Not a peep.
What?
Not a peep. She's been quiet all day.
I think we all laughed so hard at this scene.
No, we're all off stage trying not to roll.
I had the outtakes.
Roll on the floor.
Forever I had the outtakes. I don't know what I did with
Mind
them.
if I tell you something?
What, Charlie?
Just between you and me, Doc, you don't look so good. You look like you've been chewed up and spit out. You better be careful. Keep walking around here like
Watch
that.
his face.
You're gonna start looking like these droolers.
He's like, I told a joke. He's so proud of himself with that joke.
Good night, Charlie.
Jeez, Doc. I was just joking. No hard feelings, right?
God, they look like brothers.
Want me to check in on her tonight, Doc?
No, Charlie. She'll be fine tonight. Leave her alone.
Yeah, I know Blaine said that line like 40 times.
Leave her alone.
Kevin was like pissed because we were all laughing. He was not. He was definitely the other faction. So he was like getting pissed. I think he was just doing it out of loyalty to Blaine.
Probably.
No, he was.
People don't see the hilarity and the absurdity in what we were doing.
I know, that's why I wish there was somebody making a film about making the film too. That
because
been...
you know, the fact that we found people willing to do this is
I don't know how we did it. We had something that I don't possess anymore because
and in this town, you know.
Oh, I know.
You know, in a city, a big city, you know, Dallas or somewhere. Yeah, you can find anybody to do anything. But in a smaller town, it's just amazing that people would do this for nothing. We didn't pay anybody.
Who was I kidding? You weren't talking to anybody. Crazy bitch like you.
And the sad thing is that, like you said to me, but I don't see it. But I mean, everybody was good. You know.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't. I mean, you see, $1 million movies, even independent, somewhat independent, and there's always the one person who cannot act, but is in it, and sometimes they're the actual star. Of course, they're either the friend or they're screwing the director or the producer or whatever, and they ruin it for everybody. You know,
everybody was at the top of their game for this one.
Everybody tried. You know, everybody tried to do their best. You know.
Yep.
And it's amazing.
Last night. I come to Dayton Beach.
Jesus. That always gets me. That needed about 9 more cups of coffee. That scene. That was pretty cool. I forgot about that.
And that was the Exorcist moment.
Yep. This is pretty spooky too, right here. Been cool if his eyes could glow.
Yeah.
Or we needed some kind of light on him.
But I still like the darkness though, because it's real. You know.
Now everything is coming together in the story. Oh shit! I forgot about this. That was another long, disturbing evening at Blaine's apartment. Oh my god. Where we would leave at like 2 a.m. and I'd tell you, what the hell are we doing? Oh god, there's something just so semi-depressing about making these.
We didn't pay anybody.
Well, they're really dating, so.
Yeah, and a lot of the time we weren't really that kind either.
Oh my god.
See, I mean, now we know the story. You know, and there is a story here. You can figure it out. Now you know.
And you know
what happened.
This almost supersedes all the supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
This is almost more important than the supernatural.
Yeah. Because it's the cause.
You know that guy who's in okay, did you see Man of Steel?
Yeah.
You know the guy that plays General Zod?
Mm-hmm.
What's that guy's name? Michael something? He is such a good actor. Man, he would be, like, if I could remake this movie, like, big budget, he would be the Doctor.
Yeah, he's really good.
But there it is. Everything is, all your patience is paying off. You're sitting through this thing.
Michael Sheen.
Yeah, yeah, he would be the Doctor. If I could just, oh my god, he would be so good. There we go, look at that.
His name is Daniel, right? His family reported him missing almost a year ago.
So good. Oh shit. That is a scalpel, not an X-Acto blade. I can't help but say it. That photo of me is etched into my brain because it has been in our bathroom so many times. It's like, oh my god.
You're talking to yourself.
I have lived with that photo for just the last few years. I haven't had it. Shit. Okay.
There it is.
Remember this? Remember I bought that wheelchair at a thrift store for $10?
Yeah.
And you were pulling me in it.
Yep.
Look at that. That was a Stanley Kubrick moment. It's a Shining. We were doing that, and it was like, oh my god, we have reached a new level of filmmaking. Look at that. Oh my god. Did you ever buy anything out of that Coke machine?
Yeah, all the time.
It worked?
It was like cheap. It was like 25
It was like from the 60s or something.
Yeah. I think eventually it did stop working or something. But yeah, it used to. I think it was only like, it was cheap.
Here we go. This is a pretty good shot. I think this was your idea. I think you came up with that shot. Bam.
It's like, who's playing with puppets in this house?
It's not. It's what is real and what is not real.
That right there, freeze it. Go back. That right there is like a total. If you let it play like that color, it reminds me of Tarantino's Grindhouse stuff, the stuff that he did.
Oh, we were all about Grindhouse.
That color right there, that tone, that green.
Well, I was into that stuff a long time before it became a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty much how I felt every night after filming.
I feel bad. Tarantino pisses me off a lot because now he goes back and says that those were the worst. That was the worst movie ever. I'm like, I love that show.
I love that film.
Death. What the hell was it called?
Death Proof and
Proof.
Planet Terror.
Yeah, I love those shows. I've got both of them.
Oh my god.
I
watch them every couple of months.
At least, I watch them at least once a year or so.
Well, the thing he doesn't, I think, you could have fun. He doesn't have to make serious stuff. I mean,
I think I wondered, he's gotten into that redoing historical movies or whatever, and I hate those. I don't like the Glorious Bastards, and I don't like.
Now, when I first saw Glorious Bastards, I did not like it, and I caught it a couple of years ago, and I freaking loved it.
Well, when I went and saw it, I didn't know it was like alternate history. So half the movie, I'm sitting there going,
"Oh, it's just he's doing what they did in the '70s, where someone just made a movie about what if we killed Hitler."
Yeah,
that's just what he's doing.
I don't think, but at the time, I don't think that was portrayed in the theater in the movie, because I thought it was going to be an actual war, a thing on the Nazis. And so half the movie, I'm like, this didn't have what, and then it finally clicked. I'm like, he must have done which even at that time, I don't like recreationist type
people
stuff.
feel betrayed because they think they're seeing his take on a historical event. And it's not. But
that's why
I would rewatch it if I were you. Try it again, and I think you'll like it.
I just don't like those types of things, and I feel that they're rewriting and polluting history because that's actual history.
I guess.
And I don't like that. Just like when they did was it Abraham Lincoln, and they put in all kinds of other stuff in there.
I couldn't get through that movie.
So I made it a rule. I don't go see historical movies at all.
I tried to watch that and I fell asleep through it. Here's Blaine. He had Alka-Seltzer in his mouth.
Yeah, I remember throwing up everywhere.
And I remember after this scene, we were like, "Thank God we can get rid of that stupid." That was the final part of that room.
Yeah, yeah, we were sick of that room.
Shit.
Because that's what we were going. That's why that room is green. Is because we were going to do that green screen stuff. True, and then we just left it and said, well, that'll be a perfect infirmary type padded cell-esque type thing.
Well, it was every weekend. Like I said, this is a full-time job. People know this is every week, Saturday night for sure. Every Saturday night.
I think sometimes we were doing stuff in the weekday too.
Sometimes, yeah.
sometimes I'd get off work and then I'd go and
Yeah.
meet you because I didn't get off till midnight or 1.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is all good right here. Oh, Chris is so good.
Oh, there's Chris. I forgot Chris was the.
Torrin's in this too. Okay, do you hear that police chatter in the background?
Yeah.
I was watching a movie a year or so ago, and they had the same chatter in there.
Really?
It freaked me out. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's from my movie. And if you look in your closet, you can see your DVDs, kind of. That was your DVD vault.
No, that was the video recordings of the patients in
exactly.
the asylum.
This guy.
Sorry, Chief.
And shit, I remember at some point I wanted to make a movie
Who was
with
that?
you
Who
three
was that?
guys.
Who did that? Who
That's
was that?
one of y'all. I don't know that guy. Y'all knew him.
So what do we got?
I'm trying to see his face.
He keeps throwing up. He was you and Chris's friend.
Sorry, Chief.
I'll have to see it again. I don't remember.
I'll show you the credits.
What do you got so far?
Hey, DeSanto. Found a small puncture wound to the back side of the neck. Looks like he was injected with something. We'll know more when we get the results back from the lab.
He's obviously from North Texas.
Results back from what?
So good. So fucking
Results
good.
back from this.
Shit. But none of y'all are wearing fucking gloves. You should be wearing...
It's in plastic. It's in plastic.
No, they had gloves on. You didn't, because I don't think
Yeah.
we had another pair of gloves.
Yeah, but it's in plastic. I wouldn't have touched it.
That shot right there is so good. Watch that shit.
Results back
You
from
can do whatever the fuck I want.
Results back from this.
You're DeSanto.
DeSanto.
I love this shot right here. Ready for this? Watch this. He's right up in your shit. Like, god dang.
Well, the hall was only so big.
Yeah, people
It was-
don't realize that with you standing there and him there, you couldn't walk this way.
It was a good thing that the camera had a wide lens on it because otherwise it would have been right up
Yeah,
on
we
everything.
bought that wide angle lens and it made everything bigger. You're right. Because you could have put your elbow here and your elbow there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And made holes in the walls if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
if
got
I
blood.
would have tried to walk by him, we would have
Cause
hit
the death
elbow
was
to elbow,
laceration
shoulder to
to the
shoulder,
throat.
for sure. We
Yeah,
couldn't
here
walk.
comes this guy
See,
again.
look, see, I had to turn all the way over to get around him.
And I think we had to shoot that a few times because you guys had to coordinate that. You had to coordinate
Yeah.
that so you didn't bump into him. 'cause
Orderly.
I think you did
Charlie
bump into
Banks.
him.
Cause of death was a
Like
laceration.
you guys do a
to the
little
throat.
dance move here.
And here he comes. I had to stand a little bit to the side, and there he goes. I still can't see his face very well.
I can't. I don't.
One thing's for sure. This guy's been murdered.
That is a line stolen from Plan 9 from Outer Space. I did not write that.
Torrin would have been great if he could have had more time away from home.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, he was the kind of guy that could be away.
Oh,
you
to
know,
get him out to do this was like a shuttle launch. Yeah, just to come out for like an hour was like crazy.
He had that. I think he would have found it fun, and I think he would have wanted. I think he wanted to do it, of course, but like I said, it's away from the family and stuff. So,
He's like,
but he had that look. He could have been anything. He could have been a painter. He could have been a scientist. He could have been.
Yeah, he was the perfect guy, Guysdale.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that's funny. Yeah, we had that wide lens attachment, that wide angle lens, and I
If it
remember
wasn't
the
for that,
before and
it'd
after in that hallway was like.
It'd have been.
People don't get that
bad.
hallway was not a normal hallway. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's a pretty good shot. What?
Did you pause it and then zoom in, or did he keep his eyes open that long?
I did a slow zoom in, and then I remember I messed with the speed.
I think I remember you were when you filmed it. It was hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I was like manually zooming in as slow as I could.
Still. Those are always the worst shots. You got, in like the old '70s ones, you can always see people breathing. You know, especially in like the re-edit, the ones where they try to make them HD. And when they do
that's
that,
not a good idea.
When they do that, you can see everything
that's right.
People breathing. They're supposed to be dead. You can see they're breathing or their eyes blink or some shit. Yeah.
Now,
it's not always a great thing.
This right here, Blaine's dad was a barber in Holiday,
that's right.
He was like the town barber for a million years, and he had a barber chair in his room, and he's sitting in that. The rest of it's cheesy Photoshop.
Too bad you didn't know After Effects very well,
I know we need a 4K transfer of this. Now I remember for this sequence, I originally wrote it where he wakes up and he's like on top of a maze, like kind of Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Nocturnal's like huge, but that wasn't gonna happen. That's pretty cool.
It's the zaniness, the dark zaniness of it. It's like a dark Monty Python.
Yeah.
You have to expect the Bigfoot to come down.
That's true. I should have kept that puppet.
I like our use of smoke. You see a lot of these horror movies, and they don't use enough smoke.
No.
Don't
ever underestimate the fog machine.
Yeah, they have it. They have everything to use, and then they don't use it very well. It's Easter.
Now this scene, we had a cabinet, and I bought a fish tank, and I was filling it up with water, and it was being done while he was behind it, and then I just colored it at the end. This right here probably has 50 different layers of photo trickery. I don't know how I did it. I don't even know how I did it. Yeah, but that's the tank is filling up with the serum. And there's a ton of sound effects that somehow get lost. It's supposed to be a lot more dramatic than this. And he finally just gives up. That right there, I was blowing with a straw and blowing the bubbles to superimpose over his face. I think it looks good.
Yep.
We need a 4K transfer.
I like the alien.
Yeah. I have the CD of this soundtrack somewhere. Oh shit. It's freezing cold that day too.
Yeah, we went from the summer into the winter.
Yeah, this was the last shot. I think it was the last shot, and it was freezing cold. It's all a distant memory. Yeah, she was colder than hell.
You're free.
Maybe.
Gotta find a victim.
I set it up for 5 more sequels.
Now, I truly believe, I think that you should rewrite this and make a your thing. You do a comic.
I think would revisit it. Yeah.
I think what you should do is take these and like I said, my advice from what I've seen and what from my sensibilities, what I would like to give to a customer, consumer, single story in a graphic novel, 70 to 100 pages, complete story. Even if you sell it for $40, if you can start to build some equity into your trust into people, to know that you can, once you fulfill what was his name? That second, did it show?
He's not in there.
Oh, he was uncredited.
Shit. That was y'all's friend.
I'll have to see a closer up because I can't picture the voice. I don't remember.
Sure that's it.
But because this is just, man, I see your artwork, all what you could do in this whole thing, and then tie this into the motel and call them not the motel series, but just call it something else, universe of dark stories with that cartoon-esque, Monty Python-esque, type of a thing.
Yeah.
And save, do what you can to save your money, or get a couple of gigs and save that money, and get people like Matt Barr, who's not, he's not a huge, he's done stuff. I mean, I don't think he'd be that expensive to do some pinup art or some, do some things for your campaign, build it up so that you can release things, so that you can show, hey, I know you don't know me, but you know Matt Barr, Irene, employ people from Comicsgate to show that you're a part of that, and that you're sincere in your that you're going to fulfill.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people just don't know, and people get tight with their money when they don't know if they hear all these bad stories, and of course there are people that have not fulfilled for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and they give everybody a bad name. So, but I could totally see that as part of the motel, and you could expand upon it. You would have maybe an eventual central theme of an evil that is these things that sort of like Twilight Zone,
The hotel,
some kind of like Cenobites that come into our reality and affect people, and they don't know if they're in the real world or it infects their minds.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. Here's I don't know if you want to watch Motel next week, but here's the trailer for it.
We can.
Here's a preview of what we'll watch next Saturday. Now, well, I'll just save it for next Saturday. I won't make any comments about it.
You better write notes down, or else you will forget.
This one's it's stuck with me.
Well, this one didn't have the bullshit, man. No, there was no bullshit.
I can't do this anymore.
It's so good.
It's really good. To me, this is the culmination of just what two people can do with minimal BS and just do it.
Yeah, this was supposed to usher in the new wave of projects. And this one was also because I called you at really late at night and had this idea, And this probably is one of those where from beginning to end, it was exactly how you kind of envisioned it,
And Have you seen that she's doing like more doing those voice acting
I have
things?
not. I have not looked caught up or nothing. I'm not on Facebook, so.
No, she's on Instagram.
Oh, I haven't.
She was doing some of those challenges. They got that thing going around now of people doing voice challenge, like voice and acting challenges.
Oh yeah.
And they play what people tell them to do, and then they do.
Oh yeah.
And so she was showing, and she's had people. I think she's interviewed people or something like that for voice. She's doing some
I'll have
things.
to look her up. I haven't
You
really
know.
looked into anybody from there since then. Right, man. Well, I guess that's the first movie night. So where can people find you?
Oh, in hell.
You're at the motel until next week.
I never left that mountain.
Jesus God. I wonder if that can is still there.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? You know, one of us would be. You know, you go up to the mountains here and go up in that area, and you just see a big shadow.
Oh my God. Well, one of these days, you and I will have to go up there and do like a film location video or something. We should do that one of these days.
In that time, we'll get eaten by something.
Probably. All right, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Inked Icons on Twitter for art stuff, and Robert Leha for just general BS on Twitter. And Instagram is art by Robert, I think, Robert Leha.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I will see you next Saturday. We'll watch another film.
We'll go down that avenue.
All right, man.
All right.
You have a good one.
I'll see you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And let me know if there's anything you'd like to see or in the future. Thanks for hanging out, and see you next weekend.
We will return after these messages.
Swanson announces new three-course frozen dinners, the most complete frozen meal ever put in a single package. Complete from soup to dessert. It's the new Swanson.